Hello, Jacob here, with a Week 6 Minnesota Vikings preview. So, without further ado, let's get into it. But first, I have something to show you. So yeah, I was at work today, and just before clocking in, I happened to notice a rack of clothing being pushed out, and found this on it. Boom. Yeah, it is a Dante Culpepper Nike screen printed jersey from the early 2000s. And yeah, the reason why I'm showing this off is because, well, as you can clearly see here, because again, normally I don't show off a lot of like screen printed jerseys just because again I have so many of them, but this one is kind of special because it still has the tagging on it, with the $49.99 price tag. Boy, what I'd kill to pay for $50 for a brand new jersey these days. Because, yeah, the Nike game jerseys are kind of expensive. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, as you can see here, it still has the original tagging. But not just the tagging. It even still has the holograms on it. Even the one, I don't know if you can see that here, on the butt. So yeah, not every day you find a dead stock Dante Culpepper jersey in general, you know, let alone, you know, one that's practically like I was walking into a, you know, the Metrodome gift store back in 2000 to buy a jersey, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, it's one of the little perks at working at Goodwill. But anyway, back to the video at hand here. So, yeah. I hope everyone has finally calmed down from Sunday night, because, you know, I always said that, you know, every video, you know, it seems like my emotions get a lot higher in a lot of these videos. Yeah. A game you should have won, and, well, I could, you know, you can go back and rewatch that video, including the one that I posted afterwards after I calmed down, because, yeah, that was a infuriating game, especially the way it ended. But, of course, Vikings. I could probably think of about 5 games that that's happened on. But anyway, on to the Atlanta Falcons, who look like even more of a dumpster fire than the Vikings do. I mean, yeah. To be fair, though, they probably should have at least 1 or 2 wins on the year, if they remembered how to, you know, football. I mean, 2 15-plus point leads gone. Their head coach gone. Their GM gone. So I think it's safe to say they're finally starting to realize that, you know, it's time to clean house. Which they should have done in, 2018. But anyway, guess it's kind of like the Marvin Lewis scenario. Better late than never, so. Yeah. And of course, last I saw the Falcons, they were getting absolutely humiliated by, well, the Green Bay Packers. By the way, kind of like what I did over here. Started my little unofficial NFC North tracker, if you may say. Basically kind of showing off where the NFC North teams are in the division right now. So, but yeah, that's just a little something fun I decided to do with my jerseys. But anyway, back to the Falcons. So, yeah, the Vikings and Falcons have, well, history. Yeah, I don't think I need to go into that, but however, though, to be fair, though, the Vikings have absolutely destroyed the Falcons since Zimmer has been the head coach. Now, that doesn't mean anything, but the Falcons have literally no defense. When I mean no defense, I mean no defense. I mean, again, just ask the Packers. Ask the Bears, ask the Cowboys, ask, you know, yikes. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, so I mean, there is yardage to be had on this team. And of course, good news with Cook, because again, he sort of tweaked his groin, pulled his groin. He basically had like a groin issue, and as soon as I saw him hobble, I'm like, ugh. You know, with a few choice four-letter words, then starting with F and sounding like fire truck. But anyway, God, that was stressful. But thankfully, it sounds like he should be fine, so. Even though Alexander Madison looked stepping up, going over 100 yards for the first time in his career. And, of course, Mike Boone, which, basically, if you're a Vikings fan, you know about Mike Boone. Mike Boone, in my opinion, is like a diet Dalvin Cook. He has a lot of the same shiftiness, has a lot of the same attributes that he can do, but he's not quite polished there and all that stuff, but he's one of those guys where you do not want to leave him alone. Because if you, like, oh, it's just Mike, oh, shit, there goes a, 70-yard run play right to the house. So, yeah, needless to say, our running back core is fine. It's just, again, just like any preview, can the offensive guards block anybody? I mean, for the love of Pete, why are our guards so bad? You know it's bad when Elfline is the best of them, and he's the one we've been wanting off this team for the last 2 seasons. And then Drew Samir shows up and makes it even worse. Ugh. But I will say, though, Reef has looked pretty good. O'Neal has looked pretty good. Bradbury's looked really good. So, they are shoring it up finally. But, still. Why? Whatever. I mean, like I say, there's been countless videos made by countless Vikings fans. And of course, for everyone who wants to blame Kirk Cousins for every time we lose, watch the fucking game before you make that decision. Because not all the losses have been on Kirk. Now, of course, he definitely attributes to it, but there's also been many times where he's fucked up, but he's owned up and got us back into it. So, and you know he's pissed. You know he's hearing this. You know, even though, he has all this lighthearted demeanor and all that stuff, you know he's hearing this. So, anything to get that fire lit under his ass, to get him going, that's going to be huge for us. And then, of course, over on the defensive side for the Vikings, can we stop getting toasted? Because, I don't know if you know this, they have these 2 receivers by the name of Calvin Ridley and, I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Julio Jones. Anybody? To be fair, though, the Vikings have had a history of making Julio Jones a non-factor, so we'll see. But, again, their offense is pretty decent. Matt Ryan is still pretty good. Their jerseys, on the other hand, are in something to be... I still don't know why the hell they changed from them, but anyway, maybe rebrand it. There's many reasons why teams rebrand, but still, not a huge fan of them. But anyway, so yeah. Obviously, the biggest key there is going to be stopping Julio, stopping Calvin Ridley, keeping that running game from going. I have to try to think who even the running back is at this point. Oh, Gurley. Well, that is if he's healthy. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, 1-4, we have to get this done. We have to get this game won. If we don't win this game on Sunday, going into the bye week, let's just say the clock might finally strike midnight, and we might finally be time to clean house. Which, as much as I hate to say it, it might need to be done. But anyway. So yeah. Come on, Vikes. 2-4. Early bye week. Regroup. Let's get it fucking done. Let's at least salvage this season as much as possible. Or if not, fuck it. Bomb it. Let's start over and let's start building. Because there's some pretty big quarterbacks coming up in this next draft. Like Trevor Lawrence. Well, to be fair, we'd pretty much have to hope that we would just lose. Anyway, it's looking like it's either going to be the Falcons or the Jets for the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, and then kind of going from there. But there's also like Trey Lance, which is another big name. But again, I will worry about more of that later, because we still have a game to play Sunday. And again, frustrating seasons are nothing new, and this is turning into another frustrating season where the talent is there, we just can't, for whatever fucking reason, get it all to click. And like I say, this is years of being frustrated as a Vikings fan. So yeah, before I turn this into a 20-minute rant video, go ahead and log off, and until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good night, and please, Vikings, for the love of God, let's get it done. Let's finish what we started from last week. Let's do this thing skull till the end.